President Trump has vowed to put America first, and he regularly threatens to walk away from NAFTA unless major changes are made. Here he is on that.
NAFTA's been fantastic for Mexico, bad for us.
NAFTA was the worst trade deal in the history. It's like the history of this country.
NAFTA has been a disaster for the United States.
We'll renegotiate NAFTA or we will terminate NAFTA.
And that's why we are pursuing a total renegotiation of NAFTA. And if we don't get it, we will terminate. That is, end NAFTA forever.
Did you get that? Fox News contributor David Bossie joins me now. He's the co-author of the book, Let Trump Be Trump. Dave, good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
So I don't think anybody should be surprised. He campaigned on this. He's told us over and over and over again he's not going to let us engage in some kind of bad deal. What would make a good deal?
Well, look, this president made promises, and this is just another one of these promises made that he is trying to keep. He believes that Mexico and Canada, but mostly Mexico, has the better end of this deal. How this trade deal ends up looking at the end, I'm not an economics expert or an NAFTA expert, but I can tell you this, that Larry Kudlow and Bob Lighthizer and Peter Navarro, the president's economic team, they understand what the president wants, and they understand exactly what the president's going to get at the end of the day.
Listen, I'm a big Larry fan. He and I used to do a show together, and the one thing I would mention about that, however, is Larry is Mr. Free Trade. And he and Peter Navarro, they never saw eye to eye. I mean, I saw some pretty spicy debates between those two.
Which is fabulous for the president of the United States. The president needs to have advisors who bring all sides of the issue to him. So on NAFTA and all other trade disputes that are going on around the world, this team is going to be responsible for educating the president on the specifics of these opportunities and potential deals. And that's why Larry on one hand and Bob Lighthizer on another and Peter Navarro can work together to bring together the best opportunity for America, and I think the best deal for American workers and American companies. What's
your reaction to the Comey memos?
Well, you know what? Gosh, you know, I have a lot of reactions. One is Congress has been asking for these memos, and Congress can't get them, and then they're leaked. You know, this is part of the systemic problem of Washington. But James Comey seems to, you know, articulate a lot of issues in these memos that the president agrees with. The problem is that we're national security details and information in some of these memos that he leaked. And will the Inspector General be finding James Comey responsible for potentially leaking classified information in this report that I guess we're going to see at the beginning of May? There's a lot of bombshells that I'm expecting. I think this will be one of them.
Well, you know, you just heard from Judith Miller. She doesn't have a whole lot of faith in James Comey, and she doesn't think he has a whole lot of faith in the media, which I know you don't either, David, but there are some good ones out there. Well, I hope you include me in that bunch.
There are. That's
right. You know, she's going to come back a little bit later on because she has spotted some parts of his book that are just plain fiction, and so she's going to tell us why this is not something we should be taking too seriously, and this may be all about nothing but James Comey's ego.
Well, I got to say that, you know, this book is turning out to me to look a lot like Michael Wolff's fiction book from a couple of months ago. Look, these guys want to make money, and that's how they're doing it. They're trying to sell their story, whether it's Michael Wolff making it up wholesale or James Comey weaving together some issues that may be real and some that aren't. Look, and then there's a lot of personal animosity in the book. And I say to James Comey this question, which is, do you think it's irresponsible for you to have written this book where you are a potential witness down the road in some of these cases? And this book will lay...
He's above it all. He's above it all. Come on.
But
He's
federal
James Comey.
judges...
All right.
But federal judges will see it a little differently.
I hear you. David, good to see you.